Hello everyone, my name's Martin and this is my simplified diagram of the clotting cascade. Most of us have seen the clotting cascade and done a lot of revision on it, and all we've seen generally is them big diagrams with lots of confusing Roman numerals with lots of arrows in between, unactivated factors becoming activated factors which then activate more factors, and it looks a bit messy and a bit overwhelming at the best of times. So what I've decided to do is give you a simplified, bare bones skeletal structure of the clotting cascade, which we're going to go through in detail, giving you all the vital parts without all the overwhelming unnecessary parts. So, first of all, as you will see on the clotting cascade diagram, there are no Roman numerals. I've decided essentially that we're going to modernize this clotting cascade diagram and remove the Roman numerals from the diagram. Okay, so this makes it a little bit easier to read first of all. And second of all, as you'll see, there's no unactivated factors on here. So what we're going to do is, the whole point of the clotting cascade essentially is that factors activate each other. So what we normally see is, for example, exposed collagen, and then factor 12 unactivated becomes activated here and denoted by the little a. And that activates factor 11 to 11a and so forth down the chain. And it just looks a little bit messy with all them unnecessary unactivated factors, so we've decided to remove them from this cascade, and it looks nice and slimline now as a result. So, what is the clotting cascade? Essentially, it's a sequence of interactions between these different proteins, also known as clotting factors, and they activate each other in a very particular sequence, which ultimately leads to fibrin deposition at the location of tissue injury, and this helps to stop any bleeding. Now, there are three pathways that work together, and they start off with the intrinsic pathway, and there's also the extrinsic pathway, and finally there is the common pathway that leads fibrin deposition, and both the intrinsic and extrinsic pathway, as you can see, converge onto factor 10, which is the start of the common pathway. We will now go through each of these pathways in sequence and give you a way of remembering it so you can draw this diagram from scratch from your brain.